Hello, 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 my friends. Whoops, you're way over there. How are you tonight? Happy Monday. And it's still light out. Crazy. I love it. It melted all that crazy snow that we got all weekend. So, it was here for a bit, but now it's going. So I hope you're all having a great Monday. Please let me know when you're here. Oh, it says you're live. So I think you should see me soon. Welcome, welcome. I share this later on the other pages that, unless it lets me do it now. Hey, Susan, sometimes it does, but you never know. Okay, we're here. All right, cool. So, welcome. I have some things to share with you, and then we're going to do a layout. First of all, let me bring you, hey, Marianne, welcome. Let me bring you in here. And if you scroll down, please subscribe, because lots of cool things happen if you subscribe. You'll get all the inside info first. On Tuesday, there's an email that goes out that tells you what we did tonight, shows you where the links are in case you missed it. All the good stuff shows up for people that are on the mailing list. So make sure you get there. Super easy. And I don't send you a lot of junk, I promise. I send you once a week, unless there's something amazing, incredible that I need to tell you, and then I'll tell you. I'm trying to get these clearer so that they're easier to see. But if you look right here, yes, today is Pi Day. I am not a math nerd. In fact, I am the least mathy person that you know. But I'll jump on the bandwagon. 3.14 is pi. Okay, I never knew what it meant then, and I still don't exactly know how I need to use it, except that it had something to do with a circle. But anyway, I like to think of it as the pi part, like real pie. So so tonight's simple that is indeed free because it's Pi Day has a pie shape in it, which is unusual. We don't usually have pie shapes. So, and yes, it's free. So make sure you grab that. And then the next thing I want to show you is what I'm going to be using is, let me see if I can find it so I get it right. It's Happiness Lives Here from Close to My Heart. And the reason I'm doing this, and now I really don't see it. Let me see. It may be gone again. So if it is, you'll have to use a different one. This is the one. Phew, I was worried. It's the paper packet, but I'm also using the one with the sticker. So it's this one. Okay? I know, I'm not mathy at all. And I want to tell you why I pick these. These are the coolest things in sliced bread, in my opinion. They come with this awesome sticker sheet, which we're going to look at in a minute. They have this double-sided paper that really can be added to your cardstock that tells you the colors right here, so you can pick and choose what you need, right? You don't need to buy the whole kit. You can use just the cardstock. You don't need to buy the scrapbooking workshop, although those are cool too. Just letting you know, all right? So that's what we're doing. Yeah, I can add, but I use my calculator. Hey, Jeanette, how are you? Okay. Oh, no, wait, I thought I was done. One more thing I need to show you. If you place an order on my Close to My Heart site in the month, each month, so we're in March right now, if you place an order, a $75 order, or orders that total $75, not counting shipping and handling and tax and all those other things, just the stuff, so it's before tax and shipping, then you will get from me a set of, let me come back to my camera, I was lost for a second. You will get pre-cut cards that you can put together, and you'll also get the SVGs to cut more. There's 4 of them. So some of you, Virginia, has already gotten them, and I don't think, there's a couple other people that I don't think are here. But let me just show you what your pre-cut kit looks like, all right? So you get the card bases, 4 of them. you get your envelopes for. I did this one with a cardstock instead of pattern paper behind them, but you could certainly do whatever you like, but you get these. I am in love with this embossing folder. It's the cascading dots. So think about how cute that would look with the dots on it. No, I'm not going to emboss them. I'd be here all night. And then you get the SVGs all pre-cut for you, the card overlays. So one of them is the crab, and then you have your, where is she? Then you have your crab right here that's going to go with her, right? And she's going to go on the front of a card. Then you get the goat, and all of these coordinate with stamps that are in the stamp of the month. Okay? So the reason I did this is I wanted the stamp of the month because it's such a deal. If you place a so if your order's $50, which it is if you're ordering the $75 one, you're going to go at least $50, which means you're going to get the stamp set for $5. Let me just grab the stamp set so I can show it to you. It is, oh, it's right here, so I don't have to go far. So the stamp of the month this month is the goat. It's called You're the Goat. Greatest of all times. Sorry, I always want to say it's greatest ever lived. Greatest of all times is what GOAT stands for. And it has all these sweet little sentiments that go with these animals, but these are kind of cartoony. These are not. So these would be great for adults. They could be good for kids too. Hey, Tammy Jo. So the catch is, once we get to the end of the month, so when we get to March 31st, this is gone. Gone. If you didn't grab it, you can't come back and say, oh, I wish I had one. Everyone does. So don't let that happen to you. Grab it. So the goat one, and it gets this tag. Then we have, let me move you over here, Miss Goat. Then you're going to get, this one is for the frog, or actually I think he's a toad. Totally amazing. Happy birthday. There's some I didn't make cards for. There's a cat. There is a dog, a whale, and an 100% Virginia. All you need to do is bring your adhesive and a stamp pad. Yep. So there's that, and there's that. I like these because they add a little something. These sweet little foam circles. Love those. They add a little something to it, but you don't have to. And then last but not least is the lion. And he goes on here. And his sentiment is, you're rarsome, right? Super cute. Okay, little punny, but in each month there will be a different set of 4 cards. So you can order one month and then say, you know what, I really like that stamp of the month. I like the cards that you did, and I will try to have them before the 1st so that I can show you. No promises. This month I will, because my April ones are on their way. Okay, so there's that. All right, I think those are the only important things I needed to tell you. Make sure that you get the free Simple for Tonight. Make sure that you join the mailing list, and make sure and if you place a couple of orders that equal 75, send me a note and say, hey, I think I hit 75. Can you check for me? Okay, and I'll be happy to. I'll honor that even if it isn't 70. It doesn't have to be 75 in one order. Whatever's easier for you. Okay, so we are using Happiness Lives Here. Let me get to the front. I have my stuff stuck in the middle. So we are using the sticker set. Don't you love this? Oh, I just think it's so cool. I love you know me, these are my colors. So this comes with 2 border strips. They're 12 by 12. They're 12 inches long full 12-inch borders. We can't get those with Cricut, remember? Well, we can, but it takes a bit of playing. This title, Sunshine Family, these great flowers. The bike is super cute. Hello, our story. I just love it, and I love the colors. And then these are the pattern papers that go with it. So also notice at the top it tells you the colors so that you can make sure that if you want to go with cardstock, hey Tammy, welcome. You can make the cardstock coordinate with the paper. You're not a really big pattern paper fan, flip it over. It's not as big on the other side. I love this one, but it's a bit much. I'm going to show you what we could do with it. That yellow, right? It's Canary. I was trying to look to see what its name was. This one's cool. You also get 2 sheets of each. So when I'm saying this is great to do 3 layouts with, you've got enough of these. This is the mix-in paper, sorry, don't let me confuse you. No, Diane, this is not, well, actually we are using it this month in the subscription, but tonight's not a subscription meeting. This is just, I'm showing you some cool stuff. But yes, we are using this one in the March subscription. So what's a subscription, you guys, if you've never heard that before? Every month I offer a subscription that you can join that gives you a bunch of files that are custom to you. It gives you 2 meetings, it gives you a private Facebook group, gives you a lot of stuff. I'll talk about it with you at the end of the month when the link is up and you can think about April. It also gives you a discount code that you can use to shop in the store starting in April. All right. Diane is in the subscription group, and that's why she's confused, thinking, wait, I think I saw this before. I am using this because it's my favorite colors. I'm using this in our subscription group this month too. All right, so there's that one. Here's this one. There's 2 sheets of that. I know there is. And then there's 2 sheets of this. So you can do a 2-page layout, super simple, if you're liking that. A little much for me in the blue, but let me show you what we can do with them. All right, so I'm going to go with, we're doing just a 1-page layout tonight. And I'm going to move this out of the way. I already cut it because I didn't want Cricut to give us any hard time. So here is the simple that is free for tonight. And you'll notice there's 3 parts to it. You don't necessarily need to use this, but I didn't want to, I wasn't sure whether you think it was a pie, whether you would like it to be watermelon. I wanted you to have options. I'm going to show you one more thing that you can do with it. So I cut this as my shadow layer. I love the idea of shadow layers in the simples. And what's cool about simples, as opposed to overlays. Now remember, overlays are the ones that you've been seeing a lot of lately. Overlays have titles with them and images with them, and you're kind of committed to however I put the photos, for example, vertical, horizontal photos. On an overlay, you can't really turn it because the title's going the wrong way. But with a simple, you could just swing this little baby wherever you need it. These are squares, so it doesn't matter tonight. But sometimes there's vertical layouts or horizontal, and the other way would work better for you. So if you're one of those people who always has a photo going the wrong way, then pick simples rather than overlays. Simples are also great for people who I just don't have an overlay that fits your theme. For some reason, I just haven't picked up a trip to the alligator farm in January. I don't know, maybe you didn't. But it's a unique place that only you did, and only you have photos for that. Well, then you're going to want to use a simple and create your own title. All right? So first things first is you're going to put these down. If you've not seen simples before, let me just tell you, a simple is basically a combination of photo mats and a scrapbook layout. Not only do these little buggies mat your photos, and they give you a double mat, but they also give you the layout for your page. So if we say we're going to use this one, I'm going to pop this down. And again, you're thinking, I don't know, that's pretty busy paper. We're going to work on that. But let me just show you. Whoops. I apparently missed this side. So I'm going to put this down. And you're also thinking, I don't have photos that fit there. What sizes do I need? How do I do that? What am I going to do? I don't like to crop photos in a photo processing. Okay, all those questions. Me too. I didn't like them either. So I want to be able to take my photos, print them in a 4x6, and still use them in a layout. But I have 3 here. 3 won't fit on this layout unless I use my cropping template tools. This is also on the blog. It's at karamiller.com. Look under tools and you'll see them. These are, in my opinion, super cool and make cropping your photos really easy. So let's move our photos out of the way. If you look, you will see that these fit. So here's this one and this one. And you kind of have to go through and say it's kind of like a puzzle. Okay, so these are the 2 that we need for this layout, all right? Now you're thinking, okay, wait a minute. I don't want to cut my photos. I'm going to lose something. Let me show you what you're not going to lose. So here's this photo of Grace. And the coolest part about Grace, other than that she's on the bike, is her face, right? I don't really care about the neighbor's house back here. I just don't. They're fine. And honestly, if I first look at it, I don't even see it. So let's take this and we're going to put it on here. And I am going to get rid of the neighbor's house. Easy peasy. Can you see where that line is? It's right here. Now, some people would rather draw this with a pen and then run it through their trimmer. That's one option. I am all about, let's keep this as easy as possible. Other people are happy using an X-Acto tool. I like my fingers and I will bleed if I use one, so I don't use a sharp knife. I take this, I line it up where I want it, take my long bladed scissors. Now it's harder if you use these, okay? So use one with a long blade, and you're simply going to cut right along the edge. Hold your blade of your scissors right along the edge. They're acrylic, so they're super easy. They're clear so that you can see through. Yeah, you could make them out of cardboard, but you wouldn't see what you were getting. And I like to see what I'm going to get. Okay, so here's that photo, and now it's going to fit like a glove right there, like it was made for it, right? Now I might decide I want Grace to go over here. I haven't decided yet. Then I have 2 of Lou. Well, the face is really it, but I do like the bike too. So can I get her face in this smaller one? Those are decisions that I make once I get the photos that I like. Also, these are photos I just printed. So truthfully, I'm not cutting up an heirloom photo that I only have 1 of. Yeah, no, Becky, no, not me either. I can't use that. So if I, no X-Actos for me. So if I use this cropping tool, I'm still getting the majority of what I need from Lucy. I'm getting the face, I'm getting her hands, I'm getting the sweater. Watch what happens. So I'm going to take this, and literally, I'm just cutting right along the edge with my scissors. And these are the scissors that I yell if someone touches them. These are my good scissors. I don't use these on fabric. I don't use these to cut paper. They only cut photos. They weren't expensive. They weren't. They're Fiskars, I think, but I've used dollar store ones too, as long as they're good and sharp. Right? Okay. So there's that. And that's going to go there. And then I have this other photo of Lou that's going to go right here. Okay, so I'm going to figure this out now. I kind of want her bike in it, but I don't really need the whole bike. I don't need the crazy helmet, so I can kind of come down a little bit. I want her hair. I want the idea that it's a bike, but you see the handles. I don't really need the wheel because it's not even a full wheel anyway. If I decide I don't want to cut off her helmet, I'm going to cut off part of the helmet because I think it makes her head look huge anyway. I'm getting the pedals. And I'm going to snip. And it's one of those, just commit, just do it. Don't freak out. Just do it. Don't waste a lot of time thinking about it. Just go. You can always print them again. And that's going to go there. Now, does it look like I cut, if I hadn't told you, would you notice that I cut anything out of any of these photos? No. And again, commit. Get them down. All right? So pop that in there. Oops, don't put Lucy down yet. I wanted to show you something, which is why she looks like there's a little something on the edge of her photo. If you would like a little more definition of your photo, take this handy dandy little, I forget its name. It's my new favorite tool, but it has a good name too. Anyway, take that. You change the bottom so you can have one for every color. Right? Now I have, my nail looks like a little gothic right now. Move you over. Take this, dab, and then I'm just going to take a little bit on the edge of my photo, right? And it's going to give it a little more definition. So it's up to you. You can decide what you like. I will say if you do one photo, you probably should do them all. But it's pretty easy. It's pretty forgiving. Right? Slide you up there. Bring this over. Now it's going to take it a second to dry, but it's going to dry. Pop this in here. And there we go. All right. Same thing. I'm not going to do this one because I don't want to be getting all inky for you guys. And you know I can make a mess with ink when I do it live. If I want to, I'll come back later and do them. Adhesive. Pop you down. And adhesive. And pop this one down. Now, seriously, a layout, 3 photos, double matted, ready to go, right? It's going to go right here. Now, I have this. This could be where my title goes. This could be where my journaling goes. I could have let Cricut do the journaling if I wanted. But I can also, I want to show you one more thing. I just need to grab something. It's right here. Let's say I have this other bike photo, right? I could use this as a template. Now, this does everything we don't like. You can't see through it. But you could figure out what you're going to do with their faces. Now, they're playing baseball, which doesn't really go with the bike one, so just roll with me here. I could do it this way, but I don't get faces. So let's say I do this, okay? Now, this isn't as cool as our acrylic ones, but you can work with it. Now, the bad part about this is you could get out of whack because you could cut the template and it won't kick you back. So you gotta cut nice and straight along the edge. And then, holy cow, we gotta cut a circle. But we can, right? I have to think when I do this. Okay. And I cut it wrong. But I could do something. But anywho, I'm going to go with this, but I wanted to show you that you could use this for a template if you wanted. I'm going to use this for my title. So what could I do now that I screwed this up if I wanted to use this? I'm going to use it this way. See it? So the cool part about Simples is there's always a way to turn it. There's always a way to fix it. You could. But this was going to be my title anyway. So this is going to go here. a couple more. Now we've got our photos down. Now we can think about what do we want back here. Now, if you're really thinking, whoa, that's just way too busy, what about if you grabbed a cardstock to go back here? Remember, cardstock comes in 2 shades on one piece. See how it's a little darker on one side than the other? There's 2 shades of cardstock. So I could do this if I thought that was a bit much with the pattern paper. I could then use pieces of the pattern paper, not the whole thing. I could also use this, and I could use a piece of cardstock on the side. So I'm going to cut myself a 4-inch strip of cardstock. Actually, I'm going to go with 5. A 5-inch strip of the canary cardstock. And I'm going to slide you right across here. Now, because everything is already matted, it's super easy to line up. It really is. All I need to do is line that up. If I want, and I don't want to get crazy, I can do it this way. I'm going to put my adhesive here. Okay. And then I'm going to flip her over and I'm going to line it up, just worrying about this. I'm not going to worry about the full sheet of paper. So I'm building this, and all I have to do is get the top and the bottom even, and I can eyeball these pieces because it's easy. Right? Now, if you are a measuring person, you could grab your mat. So the strip changes the whole scenario, right? And now you're going to bring this in. One more thing I want to show you. See, it's got words up here. If you flip it over, it's got what Close to My Heart calls the zip strip. So let's take that and line it up, and we're going to cut that off. This is a perfect little border to use. It coordinates with our paper. So we're going to put you like that. And now I am going to bring in my stickers. So now I have my super cool stickers. I really like the bike, but I have a feeling it might be a little big. I'm going to measure it with my zip strip and see. It's that long. It would go there. It would. Well, all right, come on, Mr. Bike. Let's peel you off. They are already stuck. Super cool die cuts, right? And I'm going to go right here with our bike, and it does fit here. But notice it doesn't show very well, right? It kind of blends in with that paper. So I'm going to put something different back there. Well, let me grab, what have I got? I have the other cool pattern paper, but that's too much for me. So I'm going to go with cardstock because I am not someone who likes busy. I don't. But I don't want to cover everything up. So what I'm going to do is I am going to grab, where is it? Now this is the same cardstock I used for this, but I'm going to use the brighter side of the two. Now, because this is a girly, girly, girly page, because I have 3 girls in this family, 4 girls and 1 boy, I'm going to put this down right here. And I am going to fussy cut. Not really badly, not a lot. I'm just going to take it give myself a little bit of a border that's going to make it stick out. So the reason I'm showing you this is I don't want you to feel like, well, that sticker just didn't do a thing for me. It's black and white. I don't really like black and white. This is a really girly page. Okay. So I'm going to do this. Now, I might be worried that my edges aren't perfect. That's where my ink could come in, but I don't want to call attention to them with a black. So I would probably use a light color to ink the edges. Okay. So now you are going to go right here as part of my title, but again, I don't want it to lay down. Let's get you down so we stop messing with you. Super easy, right, to attach. And now I just have to line this up edge to edge. And as long as I have those edges, everything else is straight, right? Love it. Okay, so this is stuck. I'm going to flip this over and use these cool little foam dots. They come in different sizes. I'm grabbing the big ones. And then these are the things that end up on your feet. Even when you vacuum, they still end up walking around the house with you. And I'm going to kind of put that on there. Now I have room for my title in here, and I have this one. I'm going to go with the lighter color so my bike shows up. And I'm going to look over here. I like happy. I like this is us. I like live simply. Ooh, I think I'm going to go with happy for now. And happy is going to go right here. And then I'm going to take some of these super cute flowers and build on the layout. But I want to stick this down first. So this is what the sticker sheet does for you. Everything's right there. You'll find something that will work. There's plenty of options, and you don't have to go create it with your Cricut. It's right here. Now, if you're inky and you like the ink, you can go ahead and ink your edges if you want more definition. And do the same thing. Do some with foam, some not. All right. Whoops. And then I'm going to take Memories Are Made Here, and I'm going to go right across this. I don't want to be on the bike. I want to go right here. Super easy with the sticker, right? I have room to journal in here now. I could use stamps if I don't like my handwriting. It doesn't have to say a lot. I could, if I wanted, I could pop foam under this one in the middle. I think I like that better. Yep. All right. And I have a lot more things to kind of figure out. Look at this. This border is really sweet. This little file tab, I love that. I like, if I wanted to journal and use this, I could. This would all coordinate, and I could pop that under here. If I wanted to do that, I've lifted this up twice now. What's one more time? Come on. What's nice is you can. So I'm going to put this under here. I just don't want it to be on top of Lou. Put that under there. And now I can journal on this. So I could have journaled on this before I put it down in case I messed it up. I could fix it. So that is how easy it is to build a really pretty, different layout using a simple. So it starts out really simple, but then we keep going. This is a busy pattern paper, but it's not awful because we put this in to kind of take our eye away from it, but we still love the flowers, and we tied the flowers in here. Okay? Anybody have any questions on how this works? So what I suggest is get the free one. If you've never done this before, give it a try. It's really not hard. It isn't. That's why we call them simples. It really is. I will tell you, the tools can really change everything. Having the tools to crop your photos do make things much easier. Marian, I will send you the link, but it's still there in the store. I'll send you the link later so that you can find it, okay? It's in our Facebook group, but I will send it to you and tag you so that you find it. All right, everybody, you have a great week. I promise I will be back later this week. I want to show you more and more of these so that you can get going. Don't let this stand in your way and think, oh, I can't. Get those photos printed. I don't know if it's still going on. We got a whole bunch at Shutterfly and only paid the shipping. I don't know why. I'm not sure how that works. So, happy scrapbooking. I will see you all soon. Bye-bye.